Hey peeps, it's your girl Daxani and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a cool minute since I uploaded anything, I know. I think I just needed to take a little break to create without the pressure of being forced to make something for my YouTube channel, especially since I told my sleep paralysis experiences for Halloween this year. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it, and just to be able to share my paranormal, maybe not so paranormal experiences with you guys. It was different for me. It was work that I enjoyed, but just as anything, it did take some energy out, so I needed a little break just to create, just because I wanted to. So here I am, back in action, sort of, because the holidays are here, but before they officially approach, I did indeed watch that new Netflix series, Arcane, based off of League of Legends, and I wasn't going to do any type of fan art for it because I feel like fan art just doesn't really do anything for me in the first place, and they usually come out pretty crappy, as you can see all these mini sketches in the beginning of this video. However, I was really in the groove after watching this show. Like, at first I saw a bunch of other artists do their fan art and I was like, oh, that's cool, that looks awesome, you know, these are pretty cool design characters and stuff. I think that's pretty awesome, seeing it in everybody's different styles, but that didn't necessarily make me want to jump on the train to watch it, because at first I thought I had to play the game in order to really understand the show, but then my brother and some other people were like, nah, no, not at all, like, you can just watch it and you don't really have to know anything from the game, really. Like, it's kind of self-explanatory, and they kind of give that to you, and there's some new characters that aren't in League of Legends and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll take a look, and man, I was not disappointed. Arcane definitely gave me one hell of a good time. The animation is just so beautiful. It's like you're watching a giant folder of concept work rather than something refined like you would see from Pixar or Disney, right? And I think that's one of the reasons why I enjoy this series so much. On top of that, the acting is just really good, along with the plot, the characters, the character design, the environmental design. Like, everything is just so amazing. It is so beautiful. And, you know, just to be basic like everyone else, I also drew Powder, aka Jinx, as you see here, but I wanted to make it into a little animation based off the series when she's kind of losing her mind a bit. So here I am in the process of drawing her, but I decided to film my steps on the animation that I did for the overall piece, which you may already have seen on my Instagram or my TikTok account. I kind of wish I went with the more shorter length face, as I think that it would have made her look a little bit younger. Like, yeah, this is in my style for sure, but she kind of looks like she's in her mid-20s, maybe, where Jinx in the series looked like she could at least be 16 to 18. 20 maybe being the oldest, but she looks fairly young in the show. But overall, I had a blast coloring this and just creating this whole piece. Not really sure if I like the details I did within the braid. I think it's too much detail for me looking at it now, but it's alright. We shall avoid it for next time. There's just something about Arcane that was really inspiring. You know, seeing that animation can look good and it can look different while also telling a great story. And as much as I love Disney, I love my Disney movies, I'm a huge Disney fan. Unfortunately, I think Disney's kind of lacking in that these days, in regards to their animation films. Live action too, but that's a whole nother topic. Like, yes, of course, like Disney and Pixar, their animation's gonna be crisp. It's gonna be clean. How much longer can y'all be crisp and clean? Like, try something different. And the funny thing is, on Disney Plus, if you guys look at Disney Pixar, their shorts, and the Walt Disney animation shorts, the animation in those shorts are unique. Each one is unique. The plot is unique. It's different. It's fun. And it's like, why don't y'all take these and make them full-length feature films? Because honestly, I didn't really enjoy Encanto too much. I didn't really enjoy Raya and the Last Dragon that much. You know, to each their own, but for me, I think the shorts really stand out. I think there's potential for a lot of those shorts to be full-length features, and I think Disney is sleeping on the talent that they have. Disney is sleeping on their creativity, whether it's art form or story form, in their own household. It's really interesting when studios take risks, especially when it comes to animation. And I mean, look at Spider-Verse, and then you have Arcane. Like, beautiful, well done, good job for taking those risks. And I understand it's a risk, right? You're hoping that people will like this animation look, this design, and especially the plot. So yeah, no, Arcane was totally awesome. Anyways, back to Arcane and my drawing that I did of Jinx. Here I will be showing you how I created this really fun animation that I did, which you'll see towards the end of the video. So basically what I'm doing here is duplicating the purple background several times along with the new and blank layer above each one of the purple backgrounds. In the first blank layer, I draw over it twice. And then I go on to the second blank layer and I trace and draw over that one again, and so on. Each layer I did this with, I hid the purple layer so that way I can see the repeated drawings that I did. After all that's done, I unhide all of the purple layer backgrounds and I merge together as shown here. But I only merged one purple and the scribble layer above that one. Now let's do a little tester to see what this looks like. Hit the wrench icon, then click Animate MP4, and hey, so far so good. Next, I'm going to draw scribbles of hearts on top of Jinx's eyes. I have my Jinx drawing and we're just going to duplicate her and the number of times I have the purple background. Then create a new blank layer above Jinx that we're going to scribble our hearts on. But notice how I only added a new layer only a few times towards the top and not the bottom. That's because I want the hearts to pop in a little bit later in the animation. So we're scribbling hearts a few times like the ones we did in the background. Technically, I think I could have drawn on Jinx's layer instead of making a new blank one, but I just wanted to be safe. So that's why I wanted to create a whole separate layer just for the hearts. Now make sure that all of your layers are checked so that way you can see them all. And then you're just going to merge each one of the heart layers with the Jinx layer, as you see here. Finally, we're going to put that monkey symbol in the back and make it seem like it's lighting up. For the monkey, I had two different monkey layers, the normal, and I had the other monkey layer set to add just to get that glow effect. The first set of monkey layers gets duplicated each time, but let me explain about this add monkey layer. I have it set at 100%. Then the second time I duplicate it, I lower it to, let's say, 70%. Then I want to duplicate that 70% layer and then just lower it from there. So maybe making about 50 and so on, if that makes sense. The video is here for a reason, so hopefully you can grasp what I say to what you see. I'm a visual learner, so I'm trying my best to really explain. So once that's all done, we are going to merge one purple background layer with one Jinx layer with one of the normal monkey and the add monkey layer, and boom. That's basically one layer all together. Now you just need to do that with the rest as shown here. And here is the final piece. So yeah, I basically kind of just did this whole little editing thing on CapCut to get that flash transition from the regular looking Jinx to the one with the pink eyes and the scribble effect. So yeah. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the series, let's talk about it in the comments. Let's try to leave out any spoilers for people who haven't seen it yet. But yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, feel free to subscribe, but don't feel obligated to, because it's just a suggestion. And once again, thank you all for listening, and thanks for watching, and I shall chat with you soon in the next video. Bye.